Hello everyone, this is Devang Maheshwari from rupees.com. Let me be fair with you and ask you this question directly. Do you know that in the entire lending ecosystem, you will be obsolete in the next 8 to 10 years? Yes, this is not a gimmick, this is the truth. Do you know that the lending products that you have been pitching toward your client, that you have been selling on to currently, are going to become obsolete in the next 8 years? Why? The simple answer is the rising fintech startups. If you are a loan agent, which is popularly called as DSAs, or you're a financial consultant who deals into the lending space, or you're a chartered accountant who deal with lending products, or whoever you are, but you sell up lending products, then this video is for you, because this video will determine your future. This video is not about me. This video is about your future earnings and about you being relevant into the lending industry. So just watch this full video. Now you might be thinking that you have a very good relationship with your clients, you have a relationship with your client for 8 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever it is, and nobody can take up your client. Then let me tell you that it's true. Nobody can take up your client, but the fact is, the thing that is currently going on and that you will see up in the future more is that the client will itself leave you. Yes, the client will itself leave you, because if you don't adopt according to what the new lending eco space is being developing upon. So to make you understand this much deeper, let me take an example and tell you that what you are currently doing upon and what these fintech startups are currently doing and why they are a threat to you now. Currently what you are doing, for example, when a client calls you, or you might be going to your client's office and then asking him that, okay, do you need up some funds, do you need some business loans into your existing business? The client would say, yes, I need, and you would be selling upon your unsecured business loan product, because that's the product which you think is the right, which also gives the maximum amount of payout to you, and that's why it's very logical to sell unsecured loan product at that point of time. But that's not what the fintech is doing. Currently, the entire lending eco space is moving towards route-based lending solutions. Now, what's that? For example, if there is some problem with the purchases, then the right product is not unsecured loan but is purchase financing. If the problem is with data, that it is taking too long to pay the business back, then that problem is being solved with bill discounting. So these are alternate lending products and also called as alternate line of credit, where you go to the root cause of the business problem. So majority of the business has problems with working capital. Working capital, for example, they don't get credit period from their purchases and the customers take a lot of time to repay back. These are the major two problems with most of the businesses in India at least faces upon. But the solution that you might be currently giving up is that take up unsecured loans. You want to buy a machinery, take up unsecured loan, but there is already a product which has been made specifically for machinery financing. Products that are made for each working capital requirement, but you end up selling unsecured loans. Now, you might be thinking that, oh, so what? I am selling him, the client talks to me, nobody knows. Let me tell you that these fintech startups are heavily funded, have high marketing budget. So what does I need to do with budget, right? This budget brings upon the knowledge towards these business owners. Now, if you will not change up and adopt on this new ecosystem, this new lending space, these new products, somebody else definitely will, right? Somebody will understand their needs. And let me tell you, for example, one more fact is that these products are very simple in nature and it's super easy to convince up clients. If you get a call onto them and you want to convince them, then it's super easy. So if you are not telling them, then from somewhere, come on, it's a digital world, right? It's a digital world and information just takes like a form of a video, right? To reach up the particular place. So it's just matter of one knowledge transfer that can simply leave you off with less number of clients. Now these fintech startups are all very tech-enabled startups. They have a lot of algorithms running in back on the financial information, on their interest cost analysis, P&L analysis, balance sheet analysis to come up with the right problem, completely automated. And on the other hand, you are left with no technology. Now that's a problem, because who will be relevant. On one side, we have an existing situation where we have a lot of DSAs, we have loan agents across entire geography, we have different chartered accountants who are in practice who are providing lending solutions, we have different financial consultants who are providing lending solution, and most of these lending solutions are the traditional solutions, not these alternate ones. So what's the solution? I told you the problem, and I'll tell you the solution also. The solution is working with Fintech. Now you might be thinking, okay, if I once refer my file to Fintech, to a startup, then they will definitely directly approach the client. So I can't say what other Fintech startups are doing, but what we at rupees.com is doing is that we are a platform and you are the face. Yes, you are a face and we are your knowledge partner, we are your supply side partner, which will give you the necessary information which will help you in the supply side to fulfill up your client need. So we never contact directly to the client. It's your client, remains with you, you remain with the face, and we are your technology partner into it. We have currently more than 100 DSAs that are already enrolled, and these DSAs range from financial consultants to like banking agents to chartered accountants across space that are working with us currently and that are taking benefit of all these alternate lending products. So that makes your life easier, because what you need to do is adopt the current system so as to be relevant 8 years forward. Now, second thing that comes into mind is about the payout. Okay, what will be the payout structure? Because after all, we all work for money, right? You are also providing solutions and we are also there for money. Nobody works without money, right? So what is the payout structure? How fast you will get the payout? The payout is on immediate basis. So we don't delay a payout like 1 month, 2 months across that point of time. This is immediate as soon as the loan is disbursed upon and we receive it. So as there is utmost transparency in the working. So we don't want to replace our DSAs. Yes, we are also fintech startup, we are tech enabled, we have all the algorithms in place, but we don't want to replace our DSAs. We don't want to go with that part with other startups, other fintech industry players into lending space are going on to, because we want to empower the ecosystem. We don't want to replace the ecosystem. And empowering comes up when you as a loan agent are well aware, you as a loan agent work towards best of the product, best of the solution towards your client. And that's why. So if you want to be part into the growing future, if you want to be part into the lending ecosystem that is being changed drastically since last 2-3 years and going forward 8 years, you will see a drastic change into the entire lending ecosystem. Now it's a choice of you to whether you want to be relevant into it or whether you want to avoid up all those things and someone else will earn. As simple as that. So if you got that point, if you understood the necessity to act right now, call on the below number and understand the login and understand the onboarding process with us. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it made sense for you and how you can be a partner with us and transform yourself into a tech enabled DSA working towards most value towards the client. Thank you.